Margarita, one of the world's most iconic cocktails. But what if you can't or simply don't want to drink alcohol? Today I'll show you how to make a zero-proof tequila substitute, so you can enjoy a refreshing, salty Margarita without missing out on flavor. This will add to our catalog of zero-proof spirits, liqueurs, bitters and cocktails, which now also includes an ebook. It's full of tips and tricks on how to make your non-alcoholic creations stand out. Everyone can get it on our Patreon page. But now, it's Margarita mocktail time.
It's cocktail time!
Before we tackle the challenge of how to replicate the grassy, vegetal and slightly fruity flavors of tequila, let's jump right into the cocktail of the day. Alongside our Zero Tequila, you'll need something we made in the past and was kept in the freezer waiting for today. I'm of course talking about our non-alcoholic orange liqueur. I'll link that episode so you can check out how to make that as well. Along with lime and salt, you'll then have everything you need for the Margarita. I'll first stream half of this scoop glass with lime and salt, then place it in the freezer to chill. I also like to chill the shaker, then go in with the ingredients. We'll use 3 ounces or 90 ml of the tequila substitute we're making today, followed by 1 ounce or 30 ml of the Zero Cointreau. And of course you need lime and salt for those fresh, punchy Margarita vibes. Add 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml of fresh lime juice, and 2 drops of 20% saline solution. Then shake well with ice and double strain into our chilled coupe glass with a salted rim. No extra garnish needed. Refreshing, tart, with a touch of sweetness and just the right bitterness from the orange liqueur. The spice and green notes from the tequila base round it out beautifully. If you're going dry and want something great, try this zero-proof Margarita. First, however, you'll need to make the Zero Tequila. It will be made in 2 parts, a cooked base and a fresh blend. Here's what you'll need for both. First we'll need water, pineapple skin, roasted peanuts, black peppercorns, dried mint tea, vanilla bean, salt and bay leaf. For the fresh blend, we'll mix water, parsley, leaves and stems, fresh ginger, lime peel, and green chili. Agar-agar will be used for clarification, but this is optional. For the cooking part of the base, grab a pot and add the following amounts. 200 grams of pineapple skin, which I first need to cut and chop. That's about half of a pineapple's worth. Next, 30 grams of agave syrup and 700 grams of water. Use the water to rinse out the syrup. The following 3 ingredients are first crushed using a mortar and pestle. 25 grams of roasted peanuts, 10 grams of black peppercorns, and 2 grams of dried rose petals. You'll also need 1.3 gram of a vanilla bean. Split it lengthwise and scrape out the seeds for maximum flavor. 2 grams of salt. Skip it if you're using salted peanuts. 1.5 grams of bay leaves. And just 0.1 gram of mint tea. All the tools you'll see me use are linked below. And yes, a precision scale is something you really should have in your arsenal. Cook this covered on low heat for 1 hour. Once done, strain the mixture through a fine mesh strainer and return the liquid to the pot. To help us get a clearer end result, I'll clarify the whole thing with the help of agar-agar. For that, we need to place it back on the heat and add just 1 gram of this stabilizing and thickening agent. Stir constantly to mix it in until it's fully dissolved. Then we can add our fresh blend. That's because, while this was cooking, we already took care of part 2. For that we grabbed a blender and added 500 grams of water, 2 grams of peeled ginger, 2.2 grams of parsley, using both leaves and stem, 1 gram of lime peel, and 0.5 gram of a green chili. Use more or less depending on your preference for spice. Blend for 30 seconds. And that's part 2 basically done. Store this in the fridge until the cooked base is ready, which in our case it already is. So once we have the agar base fully mixed in and hydrated, we just pour in the blended mixture and stir well. Now chill the mixture in an ice bath with salt added or a freezer until agar-agar starts to form a soft gel. Then strain this through a cloth filter and allow it to slowly drip through. Check if there's any cloudiness as it starts. If not, there's no need to refilter this part. Give it time, and once it's done, we have our tequila substitute. Pour it in a bottle and add a label. While this almost has an añejo-like color, don't expect it to replace the tequila as a sipper, but we still have to give it a taste on its own as well. The clarification might take away some of the flavor, but it still has a nice flavor of cooked agave, with pleasant aromatics and a subtle spice. I'm happy with the result. Before I place this in the fridge and tell you how long you can keep it there, I'm happy to place a new name on our Wall of Fame. John Kinney became our top-tier patron, which means he'll now be a part of our little speakeasy set, helping us bring you new cocktail content every week. Thank you, John, and cheers! So make sure you store our Zero Tequila in the fridge and use it within a week, or freeze it in small bottles, like I did with our orange liqueur. But before you do, make sure to try more Zero version cocktails, like the Batanga or the Batanga Sour with a DIY cola cordial. If you made it all the way here, drop the pineapple emoji in the comments. Until next time, friends of cocktails.